นับสนุนรายการโดยผลิตภัณฑ์ออร่าสินค้าคุณภาพ
จุดนี้นะคะที่ดิฉันชี้นี้ก็คือจุดที่เกิดเหตุของน้องมินน้องกอล์ฟนะคะเมื่อวันที่ 26 กรกฎาคมเป็นจุดที่เกิดอุบัติเหตุและรถตกลงไปณบริเวณนี้แต่เมื่อเวลาผ่านมาอีก11วันนะคะก็คือวันที่6สิงหาคมได้เกิดอุบัติเหตุอีกคู่หนึ่งคือชาวจีนผู้หญิงและผู้ชายวัย31และ30นะคะก็คือเกิดอุบัติเหตุณจุดนี้ห่างกันเพียง34ฟุตเท่านั้นค่ะ
Further investigating that and using our helicopter, using again Fresno Sheriff's Department search and rescue team to try and locate a vehicle, to try and locate any occupants. So we're still in that investigative stage because we don't even have a vehicle yet.
Compare about the first accident about the couple Thai people and the second one, which one is deeper?
Well, we don't even know if we have a second vehicle yet, so we can't confirm that. So we don't know if we have a second vehicle.
And with that, we can't say the depth of the water at that point is just submerged totally. So we can't say whether it's 20 feet or 30 feet.
Okay. But like the first one, you can see the top of the roof, the
Correct.
car, but the second one is cannot see from.
If there is one down there, we can't see it yet because the water levels are still too high, and so we can't make any positive confirmation of the second vehicle. Whereas you're right, the first collision we can see the vehicle because it's about 3/4 away submerged, but the top of the car is sticking out, so we can see that. We can't see any other vehicle in the water.
Okay. And what about the car of the Thai people? Do you have any update that when it's going to be happen, the rescue?
Any questions that have to do with the recovery efforts have to be deferred to the Fresno County Sheriff's Department search and rescue team because they have the expertise for that. And so any recovery efforts as far as timelines, that has to be deferred to them because that's their operation. And that just goes based on their expertise. That's what they do through search and rescue.
Okay. What about the area that has happened couple of the accident? Is it anything happened before these two?
That I can't answer.
Seems like it's dangerous corner.
Well, it's not dangerous. A rural area. It's windy. But I wouldn't necessarily call it dangerous.
And for the Thai people that the accident happened, have you know lately about how it happened? You know,
how it happened?
Yeah.
We're not going to. That's still under investigation. We're not going to know any of that until we can actually get a chance to inspect the vehicle. Till we can inspect all parts of the vehicle, so we can continue with the investigation. The investigation has started, but we have limited information right now until we actually get a chance to take the vehicle and inspect the vehicle.
Any witness?
As far as right now, we're not sure. If we have any witnesses to the actual collision, we're not sure.
Otherwise, we quite confused about those two.
It's two separate. The second plate that was found out there for the second collision that we think occurred, that plate belongs to a completely separate vehicle.
Yeah.
It doesn't come back to a Hyundai, which is what we know the first one is. And so, the second one is a completely different vehicle. And so that one comes back to, as you had said, it comes back to the 2012 Focus. We don't know if we have a Focus in the river. We don't know that yet. We just know that that's what that plate that was found on the side of the road. That's what it belongs to. Because you find lots of debris in that area. You find hubcaps. You find parts of cars because there's so many people that travel up there. So you find various things. So we just know we found a license plate that is in a debris field where we found some tire tracks, but we just don't have any confirmation of an actual vehicle or occupants of that vehicle. We don't have that yet to be able to be absolutely sure.
We came here on August 1st and we saw the front bumper is still on the Freeway 180.
Well, that's still an investigation. One's from California. That is a totally different state on the one that was on the red Hyundai.
Red Hyundai is what?
I want to say that one came out of Arizona.
Arizona.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So right there, that should help you with the confusion.
Okay.
Okay, but like we said, we're still not saying there's a vehicle over there. Like the commander said.
So they were in the car from Arizona.
No.
The car was from Arizona. The license plate on the vehicle on the red car. we can see that it's from Arizona and it was a rental car. Correct. The other plate that was found is a California plate. So there's two separate plates.
Okay. By the day that you find out the red car got accident, so any other car that you saw the red or something damaged car seems like white, and on that day, just the red.
As you can see that vantage point from where you're standing, you can't see anything from that vantage point.
From the highway,
Correct.
180, you don't see anything.
We have no evidence other than the damaged guardrail. That's the only evidence that we have right now. That's why we need, once the car is brought up and we can inspect the vehicle, then we'll be able to get a little, hopefully we'll be able to get some more information. It may not offer any more information. We may not know. But that's our best opportunity to get more information or more evidence is once we can get that vehicle completely up out of the water. Because as you can see, you can't see the vehicle in the water. So it's hard to make any kind of determination. Even with that, you get glares from the water. You get the water splashing, so it gives different angles. So we wouldn't be able to make anything, any kind of a concrete conclusion based on it being in the water because there's too many variations. We need it out of the water. We put it in a sterile environment, and then we can do an inspection. Hopefully, we'll be able to get some evidence off of that from an inspection. But sometimes there's no guarantee. Sometimes there may not be anything on that car that gives us anything more than what we already have.
What's the situation now of the water? It is going down and down?
It varies. It goes down, but some days it goes up. It just depends on how hot it is because if it's hotter, there's still snow up in the higher elevation. So if it's hotter, it will melt water and we'll get higher or more water because there's more runoff. And on cooler days, there's not as much melt, so the water will go down. So it varies back and forth. In the sheriff's department, in my conversations with them, they watch that water every day. They watch the water levels. There's gauges out there, so they keep an eye on the water levels on a daily basis. And as I said before, we fly that every day with our helicopter, and we take video footage of that to kind of look at the situation and conditions, as well as the sheriff's department as well. We get the occupants of the vehicle, as well as getting the vehicle out of the water as soon as it's possible to do so, with the safety of the swimmers, because again, that would be the top priority to get them out so we can give closure to the families of who the occupants of the vehicle are members of. And so our top priority is to get those occupants back to their families and give them closure as well. And the sheriff's department is doing everything within their means to monitor the situation and make this happen as soon as possible. But again, the conditions have to render it to be safe in order for them to put their swimmers into the water to safely rescue the occupants in the vehicle.
Looks like the level of the water is going down than before. Like when it first happened on the red car, we can see just only the roof.
Right, that's why I think.
But now, yeah, only the roof. But right now we can see the whole thing.
Yeah.
So you think the white one should be the
In the pool above it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And you can see that rock on this side of the river. It's sticking out pretty far, right out in front of that.
Does somebody, some sheriff rescue go down there to take a look already?
No.
About the second one?
No, you can't go in there.
ค่ะวันนี้วันที่ 14 สิงหาคมนะคะก็ได้มีชุมชนจากนครลอสแอนเจลิสกว่า 20 คนเดินทางมาณจุดที่เกิดเหตุของมินและกอล์ฟนะคะก็คือที่ Kings Canyon และได้นำเอาดอกไม้มาทำการไว้อาลัยกับศพค่ะ
สัมภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะ